Hey, what's up friends? Thanks for joining me on another video. Today I want to tackle a little lick that I played on my Instagram page recently. I had some friends reach out and ask for tabs or just ask me to just break it down in a video. So here we are. Let's look at the lick. So that's a pretty lengthy little string of notes, and the whole idea behind it was to play legato, to not pick as much as possible. So I tried to string it all together and only pick when I absolutely had to. So let's break it down and let's look at exactly what I did, no guesswork. We're in the key of G, and so our first note is going to be this low G on the E string. And the first three notes are just going straight up. G, A, B in that order, and I'm just picking the first note and hammering on the next two. Then the next three notes I'm going to play on the A string starting on C. I'm going to pick C. Now I'm going to hammer on with my pinky to E and then pull off to my D. So if you think of the first three as 1, 2, 3, I think of the next three as 1, 3, 2. I always mix up the different ways to play three notes on a string whenever I'm doing three notes or four notes. Just try to break the order up so it's interesting. Now when I get to the next string, I'm going to play F sharp with my first finger, and that's the only note I'm going to pick. Then I'm going to hammer on with my pinky to A, then pull off to G, then pull off to F sharp again. Then hammer on to G, then hammer on to A again. Now I'm going to get to the G string and I'm going to pick my first note, which is B. And then I'm going to hammer on the next three chromatic notes after that. And that just makes for a nice little chromatic pass. Now I'm on the B string, playing E on the 5th fret. E, F sharp, G, just like that. And then I'm going to get to the E string and play A, B, and C. Just like that. And now here's where I add another chromatic pass. And I'm just pulling off each of those notes going down chromatically. And now I'm going to hammer on with my pinky to G and then pull off to E. Now my first finger is on E and I'm going to hammer on to F and then F sharp. I'm going to play this A right here. Then back to F sharp, F, E. My pinky again, I'm going to reach down to this E flat and play four chromatic notes again. Now as soon as I get to this C, I'm going to start ascending again, starting on C. And that's just going up the scale again, but I'm adding that E flat again as a chromatic passing tone. Pick this F sharp and then hammer on those four chromatic notes again. So that whole passage there. And now I'm going to play B with my first finger. And this is where I actually pick the next four chromatic notes. And when I get to the D with my pinky, I'm going to pull off, back to B, and then I'm going to catch this G and just sweep down a G major triad. just going down a G major triad. Now I'm gonna land on this G with my pinky. Right there I squeeze my first finger in to this F sharp. Now that may seem like an awkward thing to do, but when you're in the real time, in the moment, it doesn't feel like such a tight squeeze because you just kind of move it up there quick. And then I've shifted my position at that point and I've got my middle finger on G. Just coming up the G major scale again. E with my first finger, now I'm gonna hammer on to G and then pull off again to E and do another little chromatic enclosure. And now I'm gonna play D with my pinky, just going back down the scale. And now I'm gonna shift up with my first finger from F sharp to G. And I'm just slurring that again. And now I'm gonna play this little string skipping pattern. G, A, B. And I'm gonna skip up to my G string, play F sharp, G, and A. And then skip up to my E string and play D, E, F sharp. Now when I get to that F sharp with my pinky, again I'm gonna shift one fret up to G. And I'm gonna play that same little enclosure I played a second ago, just an octave higher. Just a chromatic enclosure. And then I'm gonna play D with my pinky again. A little chromatic down to B. Then with my third finger I'm gonna play A. Like that, those three, and then shift again to F sharp. And then back up to G, hammer on to A, and then pull off to F sharp again. And now I'm just gonna come down a B minor triad. And I really don't pick those notes. You can do like a sweep or economy picking. But I'm trying to not pick those, and I can, when you've got some overdrive going, you can hammer on and get enough sustain and stuff to where you don't really have to pick them. Just like that. And then I'm gonna pull off to A, pull off to G, slide down to F sharp, then I'm gonna hammer on to A, pull off to F sharp again, and then slide right there back to G. So let me kind of recap the whole thing so far. And then there's a little tail, and that's just this little pattern that I play in octaves. I'm gonna play G with my first finger, then with my third finger, I'll jump up to B on the same string, and then hammer on next door to C. Then with my first finger, play D, then hammer on to E flat. Then play the same thing an octave up, starting on G right here. And then the same thing here. And we're out of strings, so that's where I brought in my middle finger and tapped this high D. Pull off to C, pull off to B, pull off to G. And I kind of slowed down right there, that was the end of the lick, and I was just trying to wrap it up with something, so that came to me and I thought it sounded nice, so kind of slows down there, a little crescendo, and then that's it. So Let's recap the whole thing slowly. So there's the whole thing, step by step. That's exactly how I played it, and I'll do it one more time fast so you can get a good idea of how it sounds. So I hope that's helpful to you guys that were asking me to break it down. There's your breakdown. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.